Hello everyone, it's Dave and Jay's Powerbomb, where we have WTF moments all the time, and we just watched AEW Dynamite.
That's right, Jay.
WTF.
Yes, and to kick things off, we got the TNT Championship title match. We got the challenger, Joey Janela, versus our champion, Darby Allin. This was a crazy match. They did some crazy suicide dives, each of them outside the ring there.
I was really impressed by the one where Darby did the suicide dive between the two lower ropes, and he was just kind of like
tuck and roll or something.
It was just a straight bullet dive. It was clean. It looked dangerous. It was awesome.
Not to be outdone, though, Darby, using that second rope as a springboard, is caught by Joey Janela into the German suplex. That was sick.
That was cool.
And then we got a big-time, high-impact pile driver from Joey Janela onto Darby. I thought it was over there, but then Darby gets the will to live again. He hits a big off-the-top rope avalanche, code red onto Joey there.
That was
insanity.
Deadly.
Mm-hmm. And then we hit a coffin drop at the end there. We still have the same old TNT champion, Darby Allin. Kind of figured Darby was going to win this match, though. Good showing by Janela.
Yeah, good showing. It would have been different results because, you know...
Had Sonny Kiss as his backup.
Yeah,
he didn't have Sonny Kiss as backup.
Sonny was supposed to wrestle tonight, but whatever.
Okay, so then we have words from Mox. He's like his pre-recorded comments or something. And he is the United States Heavyweight Champion of IWGP. So the IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion. Moxley's had this title, I think, before he signed with AEW. I think it was like left Vince, went to Japan, then rode that heat, became AEW Champion. Whatevs. So
yeah, the rest is just history.
So Kenta's coming after his ass from last week.
Kenta, you need to get that title so, you know, John Moxley just isn't valid anymore.
That's right. But then we go to some inner circle locker room talk. And, you know, Sammy asked everyone to leave, right? And he accuses MJF straight up. You're trying to take over the inner circle, MJF.
I'm sorry. Chief J Powerbomb's going to take over the internet.
Well, I don't know about that, but what I do know is that Sammy gave MJF a straight shot to the ribs. And then he smashed his phone, but before that he realized MJF was recording the whole thing, and Sammy was like, you want me to say I hate Chris? I'm not going to say I hate Chris, but he kept saying that he hates Chris. But I know he doesn't hate Chris.
No. MJF, you're trash. We love you.
I don't love him. I like Sammy. Free Sammy.
Free Sammy.
And, and then, so we got the next match here. We got Peter Avalon.
Hold on. It's pretty Peter Avalon. Get your shit right.
Shit, yeah. Pretty Peter Avalon with his new bodyguard or whatever, Cezar Bononi. And they're going up against Cody Rhodes and Shorty Lee Johnson.
It's shoddy.
And
Johnson.
And they're with Arn Anderson. Arn's got a kid. The kid's in the audience. He looks very similar to Arn.
It's like a Jango Fett clone.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Arn's kid. Avalon's being a ring general in there. They go into the commercial break. Side note, Moxley's going to be on the TNT show Misery Index or TBS, whatever. He should stay on the Misery Index. He's a walking, talking Misery Index.
Yeah, just give me an opportunity to go cover more AEW content and call him trash.
Yes. So on with the match. Shorty Lee Johnson hits a big corkscrew off the top rope outside the ring. Crazy move. And so then Avalon's going for that double knee strike. He calls it the Martinis. Johnson, you want to call him Jobson. Johnson gets out of the way, and he's able to get a quick roll up. 1, 2, is it 3? Yeah.
Lee Johnson gets the win by rolling up Peter Avalon.
First win ever. He was 0-29 before this match. Now he's 1-29. There's a big celebration. Tony interviews Johnson after the match. Big things ahead for Lee Johnson.
Johnson was speechless.
He was. No words. And then backstage, we have words from the Bucks. This may have been pre-recorded. I don't know. But they're interrupted by the Good Brothers. and they're talking, and the Bucks are like, we wanted you guys to win the Battle Royal last week, so we'd be facing you, dream match, right? Not really. More like a nightmare. But then the Bucks are like, we can't wait for the pay-per-view when we face the sexy hooligans, MJF and Jericho. We're going to face Santana and Ortiz next week.
Lovely you guys, but you're going down.
Have they bit off a little more than they can chew?
Oh, I definitely think they have.
Okay, and then we got some words backstage. Also, might have been pre-recorded. Hangman on Page is down there. He's taught. Matt Hardy approaches him because they won their match last week. Hardy's like, "I'm going to rent an entire bar for us, and we're going to drink all night." And Hangman likes it.
Yeah.
So then we got, what do we got? Oh yeah, and then the Dark Order. The Dark Order are like, "Hey, Hangman."
Hi, I'm.
Okay.
God damn, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh, God.
Catch you on the flip.
Oh, man.
Catch you on the flip when he flopped.
Did I really say that?
You did, Jay.
Man.
You really did.
Dark Order. We love you still.
Stu Jason, everyone.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have, the big match. Not really big match, but I like Pac. Pac's big, but the guy he's facing, not so much. The younger brother, Dolph Ziggler of other company, Ryan Nemeth. And this was a squash match. Pac has his buddy Phoenix there just watching, and Nemeth was eaten alive. He hit that one big DDT that his brother does.
Yeah.
And that was it. We hit that Black Arrow, corkscrew, shooting star press, and into the double arm bar, brutalizer, tap out, submission win.
1, 2, and 3, and that was it. Like you said, it was just a squash match.
Yeah, making a statement. Pac's in charge. Everyone get the fuck out of his way. All right, and then we have words from, Miro and the gang. Miro, Penelope, and Kip regarding the wedding last week. They're pissed.
Then, I know. They should be really pissed. Did you see that fucking title we put on there? Penelope Ford, Cream Pie?
That wedding cake may have had cream pie filling in it, for all we know.
It had cream oranges.
And then Orange Cassidy and Chuck, they cut to a shot of them, and they're drinking the wedding champagne on the sofa, like being like, well, what did you think was going to happen? Like, there probably wasn't some legally binding contract for Chuck to become Miro's young boy.
Yeah.
It's wrestling. Okay, so then, yes. So we got a big match, big tag match. We got a favor to Jay and I's, the Acclaimed. They're going up against Sexy Hooligans, MJF and Le Champion Chris Jericho. And MJF, his ribs are taped up. Like, he might be really hurt here, guys. I don't know. Or he just might be talking shit and faking.
Nah, he got what he deserved from Sammy. Free Sammy.
So then the Sexy Hooligans are number one contenders. They're coming down to the rings and
How are they number one contenders?
They won that Battle Royal tag team last week, Jay.
Yeah, that's really, yeah.
And the Acclaimed cut off their entrance going into that Battle Royal, hence the feud tonight. Will it get settled tonight? Let's find out. So Epic Judas sing-along, sick freestyle from the Acclaimed, right? Like, they killed it. And MJF was like, oh, I'm pissed. And
MJF got mad.
He did. And I guess MJF has rib problems early. They're really working those ribs, right? But then Chris and MJF do some cheating to get ahead. Audrey has to get involved. They're doing that thing where they grab the arm and the other guy's getting choked out or whatever. Audrey has to kick the hand there. It's crazy. Girl power. And Ortiz is distracting one of those guys, which enables Jericho to go for the lion salt into a boombox shot. Holy shit.
Was awesome. This is what you get when you have a heel versus heel matches. Both sides were cheating and shit.
Claim might be face now. I thought it was over right there. Huge near fall. That's probably the biggest moment of those two young men's life right there so far. Getting the near fall on Le Champion there. And then the numbers game is just too much, though. And Jericho, being the wily veteran that he is able to pull off the Judas effect. Pin, win. But then no time to celebrate because Sammy comes out finally. Jericho's a little upset. Sammy was absent. And Sammy has words. He's like, on December 9th, 2020, I told you, Chris, if this happens, I'm done.
And he's done. He leaves the Inner Circle.
Sammy quits the Inner Circle. OMG, what is going on here? What is going on? Oh my God.
What exes is he going out through? Oh
the
my God.
Face tube.
Face tube.
Face tube. He should never have left Chris, man. But I'm free Sammy. And
Free Sammy movement. It's going strong still, man. Like, I'm glad you guys kept with this momentum because now Sammy is free from the inner circle to become the greatest
Spanish god.
The greatest Spanish god he can be.
It looks like it's setting up for Sammy versus MJF at Revolution.
I can't believe
March 7th.
I'm so going for Sammy.
I'm going for Sammy, yeah. And then what do we got here? Oh, yeah, so then Sammy's leaving the arena after the break. Marvez chases him down. He can't give any of these guys time to themselves. And Sammy's like, he's got to take some time away from things. And it's, you know.
You got to think this through. He's got to take some mushrooms or something.
He should. And then we were at the bar with Hangman Page and Hardy. And Hardy's pretending to drink when Hangman's not
Chevy
looking.
Chase from Caddyshack over the shoulder, man.
And then, so Hardy, he pulls out a contract because he thinks Hangman's wasted. And then Hardy goes to talk to the cameraman or something. And Hangman does the old switcheroo. And then he signs this and he gets Matt Hardy to sign the new one. And we don't know what Matt Hardy signed, but I hope Hangman takes him for all he's worth.
Yeah, 30% maybe.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
And then we're in the ring. Yeah, in-ring interview, Tony Schiavone. He's interviewing Sting. But before, Sting can really get going, because this is like his 5th in-ring interview in a row. Like, that's what he gets paid to do,
What
right?
I'm more concerned about is what was the last 2 episodes was the theme of kidnapping, guys.
Oh, yeah, because road trip! We're interrupted by Team Tazz. They're on the Jumbotron in the parking lot, and Darby Allin's in a body bag, and then the car takes off, and Tazz is driving it, and Darby's being towed around the parking lot in a body bag.
Just another day in the life of Darby Allin and the I was about to call him FTR, but it's FTW team, so.
He hates life, and he hates himself. How do you reason or stop a man like that?
Are you talking about
Ricky Starks?
Tazz's
Tazz's kid?
Think of that
I was
team,
talking
man.
about Darby, but I guess it could apply for all 3. Alright, so then, this is awesome. So Kenny's just trying to enjoy the day, right? They're in sunny Florida. He's at the golf course, teeing off. He's in a sand trap, but he's probably good at golfing. Lots of golf courses in Japan, I'm sure.
That was a beautiful shot too, Kenny. You put it right in the hole.
He almost didn't make it, though, because mid-swing he's interrupted by that scummer, Alex Marvez. And so they're talking. Yeah, he's like, oh, what are you doing golfing? You got your big match coming up. And, Kenny's a pro. Do you know how many titles? This guy's the first Caucasian ever to win the heavyweight championship in
He probably could win the
NJPW.
He cleaned up because he's cleaner.
That's right. He made the right choice giving up a career as a goalie, that's for sure. And then, so he's like, watch this shot. And then in the background, Don Callis, I guess, is his caddy. He helps Kenny out a little bit, and the ball goes in the hole. And so then we go to the first match ever of the AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament. We got vertically challenged Leyla Hirsch versus Thunder Rosa. And they had
You're not considered a midget unless you're under 4'10" and under.
had
Taylor Hirsch is 4'11", so
really
she doesn't
2
qualify
weeks
for
ago.
midget wrestling. She's just small.
It's not fair, though. She's so small, right? She's so short. It's hardly fair. So then, Leyla Hirsch does a moonsault, which Thunder Rosa is able to reverse with her knees, and some other stuff happened. But at the end of the day, Thunder Rosa is able to lock in this armbar, causing Leyla Hirsch to tap out. Thunder Rosa moves on in the tournament.
We knew that was going to happen, I guess, right?
Of course.
And all on YouTube next week. So I guess is when all the women are going to be on next week.
Ooh, okay.
For the Japanese side. It's going to be dank. So, yeah.
All right.
I said dank.
I thought you said something else. Okay, so then we got words from Jungle Boy. He's backstage talking to Tony. Also may have been pre-recorded. Good news, guys. They didn't murder Marco Stunt last week after they kidnapped him. The authorities found him, I guess. Marco's okay.
Yeah, you guys might want to
goodness.
look up on the hub just in case there's some kind of video with FTR and Marco. I am doing my fake bullshit again.
I don't know, but we're going into the main event, and what a main event it is, guys. This is a no DQ, Falls Count Anywhere match. We have Kenta, and he has a briefcase. That makes him the #1 contender to the IWGP title. And then he's with Kenny Omega. They're having a tag match, and they're going up against Murderhawk Lance Archer. He's out there, Jake Roberts, and John Moxley. And some side notes, Kenny Omega has gone 529 days in a singles match without losing, and he's 70 days as our AEW champion.
Man, that's definitely some good shit flying over in North Carolina.
That's right. And of course, my buddy, Don Callis, is blessing us with color commentary.
Oh, man.
Thank goodness. And
I don't know what's worse, the Talking Potato or Don Callis.
Don Callis is great, and he reminded us that Kenny is the god of pro wrestling. So then early on, there's a briefcase shot. Briefcase shot from Kenta onto Mox early.
Yeah,
we love seeing that.
Just right off the bat, Mox gets takes the briefcase over the head, like good.
Then Kenta turns the tables and does a briefcase shot to the back of Murderhawk. Doesn't get quite the same results. Doesn't even hurt him at all, actually. And then what happens? Oh yeah, the tempo of this match has to be slowed down early because Mox is in it, right? He can't keep up.
Yeah, it was like all awesome and all that stuff, and then you got Mox in, and guess what? Mox can only do this, and
I got sell for Mox. Oh,
and you know. We don't do that.
They pay me to sell for Mox, man, because he's so garbage. Okay, and then what happens? So Kenny has a trash can shot onto Mox. Awesome. Then he grabs the trash can and moonsaults off the second rope onto Mox.
Deadly awesome.
Awesome. And then Kenta runs in there and drop kicks the trash can onto Mox. Awesome. And then Archer grabs a ladder and then he suplexes Kenny onto it. Not so awesome.
But it was awesome.
And then the action's spilling outside the ring. They're in the audience. To go to sleep, the GTS from Kenta onto Pretty Peter Avalon. And Kenny gets chokeslammed onto chokeslammed to Kenny onto Peter Avalon's bed. He's got a bed set up over there.
Yeah, tried to go for the near fall, but no, and I thought it was hilarious because I forgot it was like pinfalls anywhere, and then right on Peter Avalon's bed. Like, what is that kind of saying?
They want to get it on.
Oh, yeah, Pretty Peter Avalon.
He's getting the push, man. He should have beat Cody and Lee Johnson earlier. But, I mean, I'm glad Lee Johnson got the win. He deserves it. 0-29? Disgusting. All right. So then the action's spilling outside, all up and down the arena. They wind up in the kitchen. Holy fuck. And Moxley's, like, waving some sausages around. I wrote down Moxley sausage play.
And it was funny. Murderhawk came in there and hit who did he hit? I forget. He hit somebody with a box of JRs.
Oh, the barbecue sauce?
No, potatoes.
Okay. And then they leave the kitchen. Moxley grabs a chair. He's beating down Kenny with a chair. Then he grabs a kendo stick. Kenny's able to V-trigger Moxley. He gives him another one outside the ring.
That was awesome.
It was. Then they're near the announce table area. And then Kenta runs off the stage, does a big foot stomp onto Moxley. He was just taking a nap on the table, like, underneath the stage. Like, bad place to nap out, especially when you're having a no DQ, no falls match.
Yep.
And
that's awesome.
It was great. So then it's Murderhawk, basically 2-on-1. They're back in the ring. He snaps the kendo stick over his knee. Then he chokeslams one of those guys. And then he hits his patented tightrope moonsault, which is fun to see for a guy like so big. Good Brothers come in. They're offering distractions.
Bullet Club numbers.
I like it. Woo! And then Jake Roberts, he short clotheslines that Anderson bald guy. They're both bald, the shorter bald guy.
Yeah, I was hoping to see a DDT, but
I was
from
too.
the OG.
I was too. But then like Roberts, like he's like on draped over the lower rope, and like Kenny's like gearing up, like I gotta put this old geezer to pasture, and but he doesn't get to do that because Mox shows up. He wakes up from his stomp nap, and he has a barbed wire bat with him, so he's cleaning house. But then Kenta's great, man. He just hates Moxley. This is like my new favorite guy almost. He hits a go to sleep on Mox. And then they're able to finally slow down Archer by nailing him. He's going for a double choke slam. They nail a double low blow. Smart. Big brain move. Then the Good Brothers hit that magic killer onto Archer. Archer's going insane steroid power here. Hits a V-trigger to slow Archer down. Assisted One-Winged Angel. No one kicks out the One-Winged Angel. He's got him up.
You get One-Winged Angel? You go down, you go to sleep, you get 1, 2, 3.
It was insane. I loved it. Kenny Omega pins the Murder Hawk.
Cleaner.
Cleaner, and a clean win. Anything goes, so it's all clean. Moxley just doesn't have enough friends because no one likes him. Okay, and then post-match beats to Mox from Kenta. Love it. This Kenta, amazing. Giving the people what he wants. Like just breaking through the language barrier. It's great. Actions speak louder than words. And
Mox's actions are horrible and his words are only mediocre.
The Forbidden Door has been kicked open, guys.
Oh my God.
Power bomb.
What is Tony Khan doing?